What's up, everybody? I hope you are having a good day. Passion here. I have a new video where we are going to take a different approach from what I've been showing you. Lately, I've been showing you stage props and furniture and wall murals and whatnot, but I wanted to take a moment to rewind the clock a little bit. If you go to my YouTube page here, you will see a video right here. It says it took 10 years. This is where I briefly talk about how I lost my creativity, and it was a season where I believe God restored it, and that's just something I shared real quick. But after I got my creativity back, or the motivation to create, I always had a passion for like superhero statues and trains and everything, but I needed a starting point. So I found a group of guys online that they were customizing action figures. Now I know that might sound strange, but it was really an awesome time where I learned. It was a starting point for me, and I'm going to give you an example right here. So again, I think this is 2006-ish, I believe. I'm about to share with you my first custom action figure. It was from the He-Man universe, a character called Icer, and here we go. So this is your basically figure right here. I believe I got a handful of figures from K&B Toys at the time. I remember I got these dirt cheap, and this is what it looked like in the pack. You know, just like a normal toy. You got the figure, the sword, some kind of weapon, yada yada. All right, so this is the character. This is called Icer. He is from the 1980s Filmation cartoon of He-Man. They never made a true figure of this guy, so I found that his concept was very simple and easy. So I said, you know what, I'm going to take a shot here. So again, here is your figure, which was my starting point. Here I had got some super sculpty clay. You can find this at your Michael's or local Hobby Lobby or Amazon. This is an oven baked clay. Now you can put this clay in the oven, or you could do what I did, because I used this clay on this figure. I boiled it. You can boil this clay and it will harden just as much. So get you a couple tools, you sit down, you start going over your guy. So this is kind of like a before and after. Here is the figure you start with, and guys, I apologize for these pictures. I think these pictures were taken with one of those small digital cameras at the time. You know, at the time not everybody had an iPhone, so these pictures are coming out a little small, so I apologize for that. And I don't have any video, so that's why I'm kind of winging it right now. So this is your before, and this is your during the work in progress picture. As you can see, I gave him a little snow cap up here at the top, gave him some cuffs, something a little around the boots. If you go back to that character, you can see here, fairly simple concept. So that's what I did there, and boom, and there you go. That is your Icer. I still had this figure. Again, your before, your during, and your after. I love the way this little guy came out. It really pushed me in a direction of wanting to learn more. And in this attempt, I had two different styles. As you can see, this was my first attempt. This was my second and final. It was a trial by error. I used different tools to sculpt this. As you can see, I kind of gave it a little bit more texture here, where here it was just kind of bend the clay around, give him a little snow trim, or I don't know what you would call it, like a wool detail. But overall, I think it was a great starting point for me. I used some Walmart acrylic blue, light blue and dark blue to paint the figure. Went over the clay with white, and voila, that is how I got my dude. Here's another picture of my first attempt and my second, and I think I was having problems with the clay chipping, so I redid it here. And this is an example of how I made the weapon. This is a sword that the figure came with. I broke the handle off, or popped it off. I found this piece here, so I took this little crystal ball deal, put it on that handle, and as you can see, gave him a little ice weapon right there. And again, this was a starting point for me to start learning how to sculpt at any level. And I had found a group of guys online. This is when forum and chat rooms were really big. Social media really wasn't. And there was a lot of people sharing and trying out different things. So here's another picture of the first guy I tried to attempt. And I think the reason I did the second one is because the clay, I didn't boil it long enough, and I think it was chipping in some areas, and it kind of started coming off the body, so that's why I had redid it. Here is a diorama of I had a broken Fright Zone toy from the He-Man series. These are packing peanuts, a little Godzilla toy. So I added some foam in the background, started gluing some pieces. Here I went over the whole set of foam, I want to say with wood glue, and then I sprayed it down with a little texture. Try to give a little feel to it. Here is the same play set, but just primed, and I basically colored it the same as my guy there. So he kind of had him a little ice cave. This was something I was doing with a cheap toy and a broken one, trying to come up with something, trying to come up with my own design. But there you go, that was my first custom action figure. Let me get back to my man here. This is my attempt of learning how to sculpt. So I hope you enjoy this. Hope it inspires somebody that you always got to find a starting point. These pictures are over 10 years old, and I know for some people they're going to think this is childish or whatnot. I don't really care, because from where I am at now, this was my starting point, and I do not regret any of this. And what you're going to see through my page and social media, if you're seeing this on YouTube or my Facebook page, I'll have many more videos of me learning how to do this. So what was the best way to do it? Was with toys, and who ain't a big nerd at heart anyway? So hope you enjoy this. I hope you're inspired. Hope I didn't ramble on too long. So thank you for your time. So be cool, be safe, tie your shoes, and always live your passion. Peace.